everybody, and welcome to this episode of Previews Reviews, which takes a look at comic books hitting shelves in February 2014. It's been a while, Ricky, but we're back.
Yes.
Doing this Previews Reviews thing.
Yes, indeed.
There's been a crap load of stuff going on at the store. Hero Initiative signings and all kinds of events, Halloween events. And now we're right in the middle of the Christmas season here. How we're even getting time to sit down and film this is beyond me.
I know. I have to leave here and punch an old lady in the face with some stuff.
Right?
I have to steal from her.
You met?
Yeah, isn't that what Christmas is about? Stealing from old ladies for gifts?
Exactly. Previews is the magazine that most comic shops use to order all of their pop culture merchandise out of, such as the comic books that we're going to be discussing today. And, 2014 so far, Ricky, seems to be all about the House of Ideas.
Is that what they're really called?
That's what they call themselves. It's all about Marvel. Marvel's launching their all-new Marvel Now, starting in 2014. And, because of the sheer quantity of books that Marvel's putting out, every comic that we're going to discuss today is a Marvel book.
It's crazy, and they're all marked with that 75-year thing. Has it actually been 75 years?
Yeah, it's the 75th anniversary of Marvel Comics.
Well, yeah, isn't it the 75th anniversary of Superman?
No, in 2013. 2014 is 75th anniversary of Marvel.
Wait, really? Marvel?
Yeah. Also the 75th anniversary of Batman, I think, in 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have sworn Marvel was younger.
Well, they might be referring to their time as Timely Comics. Marvel spun out of Timely Comics.
Right.
So
Silly people.
I know. So let's get it started, Ricky, with Wolverine #1. Wolverine no more? After the events of Killable, Wolverine has something to prove. Before he can take on Sabretooth again, he'll need to build himself back up, get better and stronger than he's ever been, but it's not as easy as he thought, and he'll soon find himself turning to other means of revenge when the normal channels don't seem to be working fast enough. Can he fight back his demons, or is this the beginning of a Wolverine who's gone to the dark side? This is written by Paul Cornell, and the interiors and the cover done by Ryan Stegman, and we're going to see 2 issues out in the month of February.
Whoa,
Wolverine
really?
1 and 2. Yeah.
They're doing it bi-weekly again?
Pretty much every major Marvel book is bi-weekly.
Alright.
Yeah. So what do you think of this?
I'm not a big fan of Wolverine right now. I think I'm like burnt out on him. So
Ryan Stegman on Wolverine, though, should be really interesting. He's killing it on Superior Spider-Man. And
yeah, that's true. I mean, the artist is a big thing. Like the Joe Madureira, Zeb Wells, Savage Wolverine I picked up, and the Jock Savage Wolverine. So I guess I do like Wolverine when people I like are doing it, but
yeah, and Wolverine's always a popular character here, so a new Wolverine #1 title sure to be a big seller.
But like, how is he gonna go more into the dark side? Isn't he pretty much like he's already killing people?
Hey man,
like what else can you do?
It's not every day you get to fight Sabretooth, right?
Every couple months.
Hey, he was in hell for a long time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright, up next we have Fantastic Four #1. The Fall of the Fantastic Four, Part 1. The world's greatest comics magazine begins anew with Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. But as the brilliant Mr. Fantastic, the compassionate Invisible Woman, the ever-loving Thing, and the hot-headed Human Torch embark on a strange mission, they aren't met with new beginnings, but an untimely end. As the family of the cosmic explorers head towards their darkest hour, who could possibly be behind their downfall? And how is one of their oldest enemies, the sadistic dragon known as Fin Fang Foom, involved? Prepare for the fantastic.
Fin Fang Foom!
I'm glad they're bringing him back.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Leonard Kirk drawing him.
Our good friend Leonard Kirk
done.
Relaunching the Fantastic Four. This is going to be awesome. James Robinson on writing. He's been working with DC almost exclusively over the last little while. I think this is a powerhouse creative team.
It's going to be wicked. Alex Ross on this cover.
Alex Ross is doing the variant covers.
Yeah.
I think Leonard Kirk is doing the actual cover to the book.
Nice.
Which is the cover that I'll be getting. Leonard Kirk cover is
Right.
better than an Alex Ross cover any day of the week, in my opinion. But I am biased.
And so they're still doing Scotty Young covers?
Still doing Scotty Young covers, and they're adding in animal covers.
Oh, man. When they first started, I was like, I'm going to get all of the Scotty Young covers. Now it's literally impossible.
Well, you know, comic stores such as ours are going to make it an easy decision for you, Ricky. Most of us aren't getting a lot of the Scotty Young covers anymore because Marvel is making it impossible for retailers to be able to qualify to get them.
Yeah, but now I feel like I have an incomplete collection. It sucks.
Well,
like, what the
thank
hell?
your friends at Marvel for making the qualification for these. Okay, if I sell, you know, and let's just take Wolverine for example. If I sell 20 Wolverine in a month, which I don't, I sell a lot more, but you know, relate this to any other Marvel title. If I sell 20 Wolverine in a month, and in order to qualify to buy a Scotty Young cover, not just to get for free, but in order to qualify to buy it, I have to, you know, exceed the amount that I ordered on like Infinity issue number 6, which was, you know, probably like 100 comics.
Wow.
Like, am I
God.
going to order 100 of a book that I only sell 20 of just so I can buy additional Scotty Young covers?
You'd probably have to
No.
charge like a crazy amount of money for the Scotty Young cover.
You
Or
would,
make
and
that up.
nobody would buy it
That's,
at that price. So, a lot of shops,
man.
ourselves included, have to kind of, you know, we'll get Scotty Young covers when they make sense. When you know, we order an appropriate amount of a book where we'll be able to get it. Like
That's
Fantastic Four is probably going to be one of them. Where we'll hit hit the quote. Fantastic. You gotta, how long is this going to go on for?
Yo,
He's going off. What was I saying? Oh, like Fantastic Four is probably a book where we're going to qualify for the Scotty Youngs, and same with Wolverine. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of other books out there that you'll never see it.
that's true. And as a collector, this pisses me off.
And that'll make them more desirable for collectors. And unfortunately, you're going to have to spend more money, like picking them up online or something.
I'm poor, so this basically only benefits Midtown Comics, like pretty much exclusively.
Pretty much. There's a few other stores, but... Alright, up next is a book that a lot of people have been talking about, and a lot of people are waiting for. It's Miss Marvel, issue number 1. The legend has returned. Marvel Comics presents the all-new Miss Marvel, the groundbreaking heroine that has become an international sensation. Kamala Khan is just an ordinary girl from Jersey City until she is suddenly empowered with extraordinary gifts. But who truly is the all-new Miss Marvel? Teenager? Muslim? Inhuman? Find out as she takes the Marvel Universe by storm and prepare for an epic tale that will be remembered by generations to come. History in the making is now. This is going to be written by G. Willow Wilson and illustrated by Toronto's own Adrian Alphona. So, good to see some more Canadian content in there.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
We should get some Canadian writers up in here.
That's good. So yeah, this is kind of been all over the internet, all over the news.
Yeah.
I believe it's been covered by USA Today and all the regular comic news-worthy media outlets. It looks like it's going to be a really good book. It's interesting. It's an interesting take on the character of Miss Marvel. Not only is she going to be a Muslim, but she's also going to be a woman.
It's really cool.
So,
well, Miss Marvel was a woman like before.
I mean, yeah, it goes without saying that Ms. Marvel is traditionally a female. You know, Marvel's getting ready to break some new ground here.
Yeah, it looks really good, and I like her costume too. The costume's really awesome. I don't know if you flipped the page.
I'm sure they've all seen it. No animal variant for this, and no Scotty Young variant for this.
Whoa!
So,
No Scotty Young variant?
nope, but there is some Arthur Adams variants, and Arthur Adams is a legend, and that will be pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one.
Right up next, we have The Punisher, issue 1, and apparently 2. For years, The Punisher has waged a war on crime in New York City with an array of very large guns. But a lead on major sources of drugs, weapons, and more has set his many sights due west. Now, Frank Castle's in the City of Angels looking to give the devil his due. Things aren't all they appear, though, with a highly trained military hit squad hot on Frank's trail. Caught between a posse of Punisher predators and targets of his own one-man war, Frank's manifest destiny may be a shallow grave.
Whoa.
Do people care about Punisher?
They do. They do. And every few years they bring back the Punisher with one of these new number ones. Look how much the internet like blew up when the guy who played Thomas Jane did the Punisher Dirty Laundry short video.
Well, that was wicked, you know?
everyone was like, "Oh my God, we need him to do another Punisher movie now." But when, you know, Punisher movies were in the theaters, nobody really cared. Yeah.
Yes.
And likely this comic will last, you know, 12 to 14 issues. And
yeah. And then just falter. This has an animal variant. What kind of animal do you think they'll put on this cover?
As a Punisher?
Like a bear?
Maybe a
like
bear.
A tiger of some sort?
Panther.
That'd be good.
A panther.
Yeah.
And then, like, the panther's, the white part here is... do panthers have white parts?
No, they don't, but this one does.
This one will.
Nice. So, but yeah, like, I mean, he's, like, pretty much always fighting drug lords and, like, you know, smugglers and stuff. So it's, like, it's not going to be much different.
There'll be a blank variant for this book also. So I don't think we've had a blank Punisher variant yet.
People flip out.
I could be wrong about that, but that'll be pretty cool. He's, you know, as unsuccessful as a lot of his titles have been in the last 10 years, he's a very popular subject for original art and sketches. So
yeah,
people seem to really like him.
Weird.
And T-shirts, his T-shirts sell.
Well, his symbol's so, like, simple.
Right.
It's like, people are like, yeah.
Maybe this is going to be the book that Punisher breaks through on.
It looks really cool. This cover for issue 2 looks awesome.
Yeah.
So.
Up next, we have She-Hulk, issue number 1. Jennifer Walters is the She-Hulk, a stalwart Avenger, valued member of the FF, savior of the world on more than one occasion. She's also a killer attorney with a pile of degrees and professional respect. A 7-foot-tall drink of cool emerald water, she's tough enough to knock out Galactus with one punch, possibly, and has a heart bigger than the moon. But juggling cases and kicking bad guys' butts is starting to be a little more complicated than she anticipated. With a new practice, a new paralegal, and a mounting number of supervillains, she's racking up the personal enemies. She-Hulk might have bitten off a little more than she can chew, but she just calls that Tuesday.
Who writes this? Oh, man.
Well, I'll tell you who writes the comic, and it's fitting, given this apparent focus on her legal activities. Charles Soule.
There you go.
Who happens to be an immigration lawyer.
Whoa.
In addition to being a comic book
This is going to be
writer.
the most court-heavy She-Hulk you've ever read.
It's going to be a procedural court superhero story.
Basically, Law and Order She-Hulk.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, the copy sounds incredibly cheesy. It doesn't really tell you what's going to happen.
But I think that's part of the fun of the book. It's supposed to be like a fun, you know, cheesy book. It's not, I don't think it's supposed to be taken very seriously. This will have a Scotty Young variant.
Nice.
And
go well with my other She-Hulk variant.
yeah.
From the first one that came out, like 3 years ago.
Which wasn't a number 1 issue,
No,
by the way.
it
It wasn't like 58 or something?
Yeah.
Red Hulk 58?
Something weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you excited? Do you like She-Hulk at all?
I've never been a huge She-Hulk fan, but the concept sounds interesting. I'm becoming a fan of Charles Soule's writing, so...
Letter 44 is awesome.
Yeah, I'll probably check it out.
Up next, Kevin, we have New Warriors number 1. Something I know you're incredibly excited about.
Isn't everybody?
Hopefully. Warriors Reborn! Adventurers, Speedball, and Justice have come together with a group of superheroes, including Nova, Sungirl, and Hummingbird, and even a couple of new faces, to stop the latest threat to the Marvel Universe. The Atlanteans, Inhumans, clones, and hundreds of other so-called superior beings are living among the humans of the Marvel Universe, but not everyone is pleased about it. The High Evolutionary has raised an army to combat the evolution of humanity, and the new warriors are locked in his sights. Whoa, sounds fancy.
It does sound fancy. It's written by Christopher Yost, who, you know, I'll always respect for his awesome run on X-Force back during the Messiah War days and all that.
Nice.
He did a really cool run on
Yeah, man,
X-Force.
that stuff was amazing.
Marcus Toe on the art.
They should just call this Marvel Canada.
Yeah, they
Am
should.
I right? Am I right?
Marcus is one of our favorite artists here at Stadium. He's always been super supportive of anything we do here. And in turn, we've always been super supportive of him. And I love his art. I think his art is awesome, and it's great to see him on a regular title with Marvel Comics now.
Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of work with DC and Archaea over the last little while, and now he's moved on to Marvel. I have a prediction for this book, Ricky. I think this book is going to, you know, be as successful on Tumblr as Young Avengers was.
Why is that?
I just think it's that kind of book. It's a young team of heroes. It's drawn by Marcus, who already has like a big following online and on Tumblr. A lot of people love the way he draws certain heroes.
Maybe.
I think this is going to be the next big book for people that aren't like hardcore comic readers, but
still like comics.
Yeah, and love the interactions between young heroes.
Hey.
As far as the New Warriors go, I don't really know a ton about that. I never read New Warriors back.
Wasn't the New Warriors the ones who started the Marvel Civil War? Because wasn't it like Speedball blew up a bus?
He blew up a bus, yeah. I think so, yeah.
No, I think it's like these guys.
Yeah.
They messed everything up.
Yeah. But this is, I mean, it's a whole new team. It's got a young team. It's got the Nova that we have now in the Marvel Universe. Sweet. So it should be a lot of fun. I think this is going to be a fun book.
And this has a Scotty Young cover, but not a baby Scotty Young cover.
I should mention that I think most of Scotty Young's covers going forward aren't going to be baby variants.
Thank God.
It's a bit little played out, so they're just going to be like regular Scotty Young variants.
Like that Spider-Man one that just came out.
Yeah.
That was not a baby cover.
It was not.
And it was so much better. Though he could add in some backgrounds. Let's get some backgrounds going.
Yeah, he's not one for backgrounds.
Come on now.
All right, that is it this month for new comics coming to stores in February 2014. Lots of Marvel stuff coming out. There's a lot of stuff we didn't mention too. X-Force issue #1 comes out. There's a new Loki book that's starting. Loki, Agent of Asgard.
That's gonna be huge.
That's gonna be pretty big. And then a lot of the other titles in Marvel are continuing on with their numbering, but have a point now issue in the month of February. So it'll be like Nova, for instance, issue 14 point now, and there'll be a big #1 in the corner to say that it's a new jumping on point for
to get
people.
suckers to come and buy it.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of books seem to be ending, like X-Men Legacy. They haven't said it's ending, but it seems to be ending. And
Daredevil.
Daredevil's ending.
Not canceled, ending, because they're probably going to be bringing back a new, a #1 for Daredevil with a new team. Or
hey man, sometimes you got to bring out #1s,
That's it. Marvel does it a lot. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next video where we take a look at Collectables coming into stores starting in February 2014. Take care, everyone.